Hey guys, Zelonius here. Welcome back to another video on the channel. In today's video, we are going to be looking at the Ronaldo SBC. Is he worth it? Now, first of all, one thing that instantly just puts me off. 21 squads. I hate when EA just do so many squads. At this point, honestly, just get rid of a couple of like 388s and put in a 90 rated or something like that. To me, I just do not find it fun having to grind out these squads. Maybe other people enjoy it and I'm missing something. I don't know. Let me know in the chat if you disagree otherwise, or the comments even. But the fact is that many squads instantly puts me off. But the card itself is fantastic. Now we're going to look at the current price. You always should consider the price of an SBC. He is apparently right now with the prices of fodder 3.1 million. We will come back to that. That is a very expensive, one of the most expensive SBCs I've ever seen. Never mind considering the game's still in early mid-March. That is a huge investment you're going to make. And at this point, you're pretty much locking yourself into this card for the rest of the year. So, is he good? Yes, very much so. It's a CR7, which it does add value to the card. It might be one of the last CR7s like this we ever get. You assume that we'll probably have CR7 and Messi as icons once they retire. They're probably very expensive for EA, but surely. Are you sick to death of getting out teamed on FC25? Want that God squad you've always been dreaming of? Check out IGGM.com today. The best and most reliable place to get coins for your ultimate team. Use the link in the description and code ZEL at checkout for a 5% discount. Check out IGGM.com today. They get both of those in the debate, both of them for best player ever. CR7 has his unique body type. He's got 5-star. 5-star, it's not often you see a 5-5 CR7. He can play striker and left wing. He's not an insane rating. It might be a while till we allowed to Evo 93s, but I think that will be possible sooner rather than later. Maybe in month or two. The card itself's pretty crazy. If you put a Hawk on him, he's basically maxed out shooting and very quick. His passing's already good, but you could put an engine on him. His physical's good. His stats across the board are pretty insane. There's not really any massive weaknesses on this card. He has 11 play styles. He has rapid plus, which is nice. Also, quick step with it. So he's going to be great on the L1 speed boost. Technical, make his dribbling better. Trickster, so he can do the fake shot. He's got normal power shot, which with amazing shot anyway is going to be good. And finesse. Finesse on a 5-star weak foot is always pretty spectacular. He's got pretty good rolls. I honestly don't get how Ronaldo. I guess it's a flashback. Future Ronaldo is definitely an ultimate poacher, but yeah, I don't get also how this version doesn't have inside forward. He was definitely an inside forward. Bit weird some of the player role decisions, but it is an amazing card. Now, one thing to consider when we start looking at is he worth it or not is compare him to some other cards that are in a similar price range. So for this, I'm just going to go to Footwiz. I'm not going to put it on the screen. I'm just going to have my squad up here and I'll talk you through some of the cards in that price range. So we're going to look at cards that are maybe like 3 mil and under. Because 3.1 mil for a card is not really 3.1 when you consider it's untradeable. As in, you're going to use a lot of untradables at this point. So let's have a look. 3. Yep. So instantly we see Team of the Year CR7 is what you call it 2.8 mil. This CR7 is definitely better than him because of the 5-star weak foot. Eusebio, that is a pretty debatable one. Who's better? I think Eusebio might be better, but he's an icon as well in terms of the chemistry. But the thing about this CR7, like I say, it's really hard to fully measure. Do not commit to this unless you're 100% sure that you're going to be able to do it. You do not want to put like 2 million into an SBC card. How many days are left on it, by the way? That many people just have 3 mil of fodder lying around. It's not the longest 29 days for such a big SBC. But if you have millions of fodder weighing around, pretty good investment. Eto, I don't think he's better than him. The thing is, if you like skills, he might be as well. And the CR7's right up there. But after that, there's probably not. The only real attackers who might be as good as him who are around that price range are maybe like Eusebio, Eto'o, Griezmann, Team of the Year Wilson, the Kvaratskhelia card that we just had, fantasy one. But these are all pretty similar level cards, and you can definitely argue that CR7's better than any of them. And it's CR7 who stands out quite unique. It's not that hard to link him in anymore. For me, I honestly think if you can justify that you've got the fodder and you can do a lot of it untradeable, I honestly think this is a pretty reasonably priced SBC. And people might think, no way can an SBC at that point be worth that. But this CR7, you can use him until the game's done at this point. He will not be quite as good as a few of the later cards that come out, but for the next 3-4 months, he's 100% top tier. He's S+. It's not often we get S+ SBCs released that you can chuck your fodder into. So for me, he's worth it. He comes with my recommendation. I'm interested to see how many people do him. As always, appreciate you tuning in. See you guys next one. Peace.